What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this morning we're going to be talking about how to unlock a free animated blueprint within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and with the launch of the mid-season 3 updates, we got just about as much content as we got within Season 1, and definitely more than what we got over in Season 2, but this probably got buried in the patch notes unless you guys really dug through them. We obviously got a stash size increase. In case you guys didn't notice, we now have a stash size of 20 instead of 10. And you can also get a cooldown for your schematics depending on how much essence you actually exfil with. So the more essence you exfil with, the bigger the cooldown is going to be. It's really just that simple. But as a reminder, we have plenty, and I mean plenty, of beautiful coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com. For those who want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty, we've had plenty of articles getting updated over the last couple of days, and so much they got posted with the launch of our mid-season 3 update. We also got plenty of tweets over on Detonated's Twitter. But as a reminder, back during Season 1 for MW3, upon completing 3 contracts within that first Dark Aether Rift, you unlock the Geode blueprint for the MCW. It's actually a nice looking blueprint, not the best attachments, and it blends alright with some of the camos in game, but overall not really a blueprint you're probably going to run all that often. But it was still cool to see that for playing something exclusively in Zombies, you would get a free blueprint that you can bring into any game mode of your choice. Now with Season 3 Reloaded, we got a much better free blueprint unlock, which is actually an animated skin for the Ram 7. This blueprint is known as Smoke Signals. It's really nice looking, blends very well with a bunch of camos in the game, and there's a Jack Ripper aftermarket part built onto the blueprint, as you guys will see. It looks fantastic, and this is honestly what MWZ was missing over the past few months. More than just the Dark Aether Rift, more than just schematic unlocks, but what about some side Easter eggs, whether it's some extra boss fights or some quests to get extra loot, or even a blueprint unlock. And I'm really happy that Season 3 Reloaded absolutely delivered on that front, and I've been asking for this for quite some time. Really happy to see what they've done here. There was a lot more to cover this time around, which as a content creator I was very happy with, because it's a ton of fun getting these videos out for you guys. So here's how to unlock the brand new free animated blueprint. I'm going to break this down in a series of different steps. First off, you want to collect all of your Dark Aether artifacts. Now I covered this in depth in my previous video going over how to get into the 3rd Rift and how to unlock the brand new schematics, but as a quick rundown and a brief recap, you want to go ahead and get the first Giraffe Attuned relic by finishing the new Act 4 mission known as Union. You can exfil with that, then go back into the big map where you can find the 3 other relics, which will be unattuned and purple rarity. But these artifacts aren't too hard to find whatsoever. Once you have all of them, you want to go ahead and upgrade these relics to the gold attuned rarity like the Giraffe. Now you can do these in any order that you want. You could do 1 artifact at a time, then exfil, but I recommend doing these all in a single match alone, especially with your teammates by your side, also grabbing the same relics that you are and upgrading them in the same game. To upgrade these artifacts, you got to do what we're calling the Tier 3 Triangle Easter egg. So here on the big map and within Tier 3, there's a new Triangle Easter egg that allows you to go ahead and earn a bunch of really valuable loot like legendary Aether tools, PAP3 crystals, extra essence, and you can do that Easter egg up to 3 times in a single match. But the flaw with this Easter egg is that other teams in your lobby may get to that quest first, and if they do it and successfully complete it, you won't be able to do the quest in your game. Unless that was a bug in my experience, then that's just the way the quest is designed. But if any updates do get added to the quest, I will go ahead and pin a comment down below and update the article over on Detonated. But you could do this Easter egg up to 3 different times, but when you do those Easter eggs and sacrifice your artifacts that you grabbed for the Dark Aether Rift unlock, you can actually upgrade those relics to gold attuned rarity, and that's how you go ahead and get into that 3rd Rift. Again, more info about that is in my video down below, but the way you actually initiate those Easter eggs is really easy. There's 3 triangles in Tier 3, but you then have to walk a couple of feet away from where that triangle was, and you'll see a bunch of light kind of just floating in the air, and if you stand in a very specific spot, which is the same in every single game, you'll actually perfectly form a triangle on your screen. And once you've activated that, you can then collect zombie kills in a circle that kind of spawns around you. It'll let you sacrifice an artifact, and it'll be a certain artifact in each one of these triangle locations. That's again covered in the video down below. Once you've done all of that a total of 3 different times in one game, or across several games if you have to, because another team might have ruined it, you'll now have all of your upgraded Dark Aether artifacts. You now want to go into the new Dark Aether Rift and complete all 3 contracts. This could be done in the regular version of the Dark Aether Rift or the Elder version. I highly recommend doing this in the regular version of the Dark Aether because you have a lot more time in the regular version to get through your contracts and to go ahead and do the secret Easter egg to get the animated blueprint. If you want to do it in the Elder version because you want an extra challenge, feel free to do so. But once you've completed the bounty contract, the escort, and even the outlast, you now can proceed with activating the hidden boss fight. So what you want to do is find 3 specific spores located here in this Dark Aether Rift. They'll be in the same spots in every match that you play. I'll put a graphic on screen to show you where they're located. They're at the left, top, and right spots of the middle section here of this Dark Aether Rift. If you have a Scorcher, it's easier to spot them while you're up in the sky. But yeah, what you want to do is go up to them. They look exactly like the spores from the spore contracts that you'll see over in the big map. You just want to shoot them, and that's all you have to do. There's then one big spore located in the very center of this map, and once you go ahead and shoot that very big spore, it'll spawn in the Jiangxi Disciple boss. I probably butchered that name completely, but it's the same type of boss that you'll see in the Act 4 mission. As he spawns in, you can do some damage to him, and it's possible to just instantly shred him with the more players that you have, but he'll end up spawning in a minion of sorts. It could be an HVT Mimic, Mangler, I think even a Hellhound, and it'll be a pretty tanky HVT. Once you destroy that minion, then you can do damage again to the actual Disciple boss, and it's really not that hard to kill. I'm assuming in the Elder version of this boss fight, it's probably a little more difficult, but in the regular version of this Dark Aether Rift, it's really not that bad. Obviously on solo, that's not for the faint of heart. It's going to take a lot more to go ahead and kill this boss, but on co-op, you guys can shred through this in under a minute. I think that's actually what we completed this boss fight in, and once you've defeated this boss, you got to pop up on screen indicating that you've unlocked the Signals Smoke animated blueprint. You can now take this blueprint into any mode of your choice, whether it's multiplayer, Warzone, or in a separate game of zombies, and you guys can enjoy this in any way that you like. But with that being said, the Ram 7 is definitely a solid pick for an assault rifle inside of Modern Warfare 3, so should do you some good no matter what you're actually jumping into. Now, I brought this up on the podcast before, but it was cool within the Season 1 Dark Aether Rift, where not only did we have the Rift itself and the quest to actually get the relics, followed by going back in to get the schematics, but then we also had the Red Worm Easter egg boss fight, some schematics to earn through that, and on top of that, secret rooms within the Dark Aether Rift to allow us to get some free wonder weapons. So there was like 3 big drops that day with the Season 1 Zombies update, but Season 2 Reloaded only offered the Dark Aether Rift. So I'm happy that Season 3 really picked things up a little bit and offered a lot more than just the basic, hey, here's an act mission, here's a new rift, here's some schematics, and then that was it. There was a lot more this time around, and hopefully that's kind of what the updates do look like to really close out MW3 Zombies over the next couple of seasons. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on a free blueprint unlock within Season 3 Reloaded? I'm assuming this will still be available to unlock even if you don't log into the game before the start of Season 4. This will always be there as a bit of an unlock for going ahead and beating the secret Disciple boss fight. But with that being said, stay tuned for further updates over on zombies. Drop all your thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.